Hi, this is Dr. Steve from Misericordia University. Welcome to this video technology tutorial.
In this tutorial in Excel, let's consider how you would protect cells in a worksheet. After you complete a worksheet, after you develop one, and then you're going to use it throughout the semester as a teacher, it would be a good idea to protect certain cells. For example, here in this spreadsheet, we've got some math happening here. I'm never going to have to touch this math. And what I would not want to do is accidentally type over the top of it. For example, if I type a number here over the top of this existing formula or automatic function, Excel takes it. So underneath I have equals sum, and here I've got the number 67. So this will never add up correctly here. If I change this number, nothing happens here because there's no longer math here. So I'm going to undo these things, Control Z, and I've replaced the math here now. Let's go in and let's protect cells. Now, when you protect cells, it's interesting because you would think, well, I'll just go in and say these are the cells where the math is, and well, maybe I don't want to change these either, and really I don't want to make a mistake and accidentally delete this, or here's math on the bottom. And you would just select, you would think, you would go in and select those cells and just say, let's turn off the ability to type in there and protect those. Excel is exactly opposite of that. We have to go in and unprotect cells that we want to open. And I like to compare it with, for example, on our campus, the library. If you were to sneak into the library at night, what you would want to do first is, before it's locked at about midnight, it would be good to unlock some of the windows. We're going to do that. These cells are like windows. Which ones am I likely to want to break into, so to speak, later on? Well, here are the cells I would logically want to get in and change eventually. Highlight them, and let's go Format Cells. When I go to Format Cells, one of the tabs is Protection. Notice all cells in the entire spreadsheet are locked to begin with. Let's unlock them. So now these are unlocked. My last step is to go in and turn on the protection. In other words, like in the library, you would turn on the alarm system at night. There are several places you can find that, including here in the Review tab. In the Review tab, it says with a lock here, protect the sheet. Now, protect the workbook is different because that would protect every single sheet in your entire Excel file. Well, right now, I'm working on this one. I'd like to protect this one. Now, some things are already selected in here. It does give you the opportunity to put a password here. Unless you're working with some really volatile information, there's no need to do any of that. Simply click OK. Remember, you're not trying to protect cells against some terrorist or anything like that. You're protecting them against yourself, so you don't accidentally type something and type over existing math. Right now, I can go in, as I would as a teacher, delete these, and I'm ready to start adding new numbers in. But over here, I cannot type over the top of this. I get an error message. I can't go to some blank cell and just try to start typing. No, it's going to give me an error. And that's good. I have now successfully protected all these cells. Let's do this one more time, and let's take a look at how a teacher would protect a grade book. As a teacher, what cells would you want to get back into? I have some just dummy information in here as I was creating this spreadsheet to make sure that everything works. I would now highlight the cells that I'm going to want to get back into, and then I'm going to delete this test data here. I'm going to highlight these cells. I don't want to change any of these labels, any of the math here, and I don't need to worry about anything outside of this area. So I'm simply going to format these cells, protection, unlock them. I've now unlocked these cells or these windows. Now, later on at night, like in our library and other campus buildings, security guards come around and turn on the alarm. They turn on the protection. Simply click OK. Now I can go back in and delete by hitting the delete key. And again, don't worry here, there's dividing going on by 0. That will change as soon as I go in and start adding some grade information. Now I'm starting to put some grade information in, and throughout the semester I would put a homework grade in for the student, and now final grades are appearing, as well as grades down here for the entire class for each particular assignment or test. In our next tutorial in Excel, let's consider how to create and work with charts.